Hello! I'm Elaine, and I'm a tour guide in the French Quarter. I do ghost tours. And I am not going to tell you the stories that I tell on my tour, because you gotta pay for those. But if you want to hear some interesting things that have happened to me while I'm leading random drunk people around the French Quarter, I got you. Well, it seems this weekend wasn't done giving me wonderful material, because tonight I had a tour with very small amount of people, 8 guests, and 2 of them arrived late, very drunk, and seemed fine, like they quieted down during the first stop. We were doing good, but between stops they came up and asked me, where the bathroom was. And I explained that there are no bathroom breaks, but if they needed to bow out to go to find a place to pee in a bar, in a restroom, that'd be fine. And I just suggest one of them stayed behind so they could text and make it back. And they're like, oh, well, we both need to go. So I told them, where there were bars with restrooms, and I told them where we would be for the next stop. And weirdly, they didn't go. And this happens a lot more than I appreciate. I begin to wonder if I'm just phrasing things wrong, but I'll tell people, go to the bathroom right now in this restaurant. We're walking by. Buy a drink and pee here. We will be right around the corner. And they just won't. And then they'll come up to me at the next stop and go, wait, where should I go pee? And I'm like, oh my God, I told you. So no surprise that these girls just followed instead of going into any of the bars I'd pointed out. And no surprise that in the middle of that stop, one of them started wandering away, clearly looking for a restroom. Now, what bothered me is she also wandered the wrong way, in a direction that there were no restrooms, unless you count flower beds as restrooms, and she was gone long enough that, yeah, I suspect she peed in those flower beds. But that was still all, pretty normal. When it got abnormal was at the next stop, when I look up and realize that the girl has just unzipped her shorts. And the thing is, I've seen this as a trend with high-waisted shorts just leaving the first button undone and them unzipped just enough to sort of, just show off your belly. And it makes sense to me as someone who doesn't like high-waisted shorts that this takes a little bit of pressure off. It's nice. But these were not high-waisted, which meant I was looking right at her underwear, and I sort of gave her friend a look, hoping her friend would get the message and fix this, and I saw her friend lean over and mumble something to her, and I assumed this was, hey, your shorts are unzipped, but they never got fixed. And then at the next stop, I look over and realize that the girl is pushing at her shorts. I'm like, oh my God, has she forgotten they're unzipped? We're about to have an accident. And no, it seems she had not forgotten, because she just pushed her shorts all the way down her butt and was standing there right up against the building with her naked ass cheeks pressed against the building. And, my other guests are looking at me oh my God, and I'm looking at everybody being oh my God, and I'm looking at her friend being your friend is naked, do something, and the girl is pushing her shorts further down, and I'm I'm about to see a vulva, oh my God. And luckily her friend suddenly looks down, realizes what's happening, and literally just grabs her arm and pulls her away. And, yeah. And then I finished that stop as quickly as possible in the hopes that I could finish it before they would come back, because I did not want them on my tour anymore. But I did see them one more time. When we were passing Bourbon Street, I hear them call out, oh my God, it's y'all! And we very quickly walk away. So, yeah, it's been an interesting weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to share your own experiences in the comments below.